We are continuing our discussion of thermodynamics. We have one term, enthalpy of formation. Enthalpy of formation. This is change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its elements. Change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of a compound is formed from its component elements. So, on the basis of this means definition, questions are asked like we have certain reactions like we are given Ag positive gas plus Cl negative gas equal to AgCl solid. All right, or we are given Ag positive aqueous plus Cl negative aqueous, that is equal to AgCl solid, or we are given twice of Ag solid plus Cl2 gas, that is equal to twice of AgCl solid, and this is first option, second option, third option, and the fourth option is all of these. The question is, which reaction represent heat of formation of AgCl? So the correct answer is, out of these three, none of these are heat of formation of AgCl. See, again, definition, you should be careful. Definition says change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of a compound, 1 mole of a compound. See, so 1 mole of a compound, that means this is AgCl solid. It should be formed from its component elements. What are the component elements? Silver solid plus a half of Cl2 gas. This reaction represents heat of formation. Alright. So in the third case, since 2 moles of AgCl are formed, we cannot call the heat of reaction as heat of formation. Alright. And the first one is called lattice energy, or delta H lattice. Alright, or enthalpy of lattice. That is change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of AgCl is formed from its component gaseous ions. And this one, the second one, is called enthalpy of precipitation, that is change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of a precipitate is formed from its component aqueous ions. Alright, and the third case is not called heat of formation because 2 moles of AgCl are formed. Because 2 moles of AgCl are formed, that is why it is not called heat of formation of AgCl. So you should be careful. Alright. Now see, suppose there is a question that in the formation of one say in the formation of 4.4 grams of CO2, the heat released is equal to 9.8 kilocalories. The question is calculate heat of formation of CO2. Alright, this is again based on definition. Definition says change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of CO2 is formed. So 1 mole of CO2, that means this is carbon solid plus O2G. This reaction represents heat of formation of CO2. And what is the molar mass of CO2? That is equal to 44 grams, that is 1 mole. So for the formation of 44 grams, what is the amount of heat released? This is the question. So the point is, during the formation of 4.4 gram, the amount of heat released is 9.8 kilocalories. Therefore, in the formation of 44 gram, the amount of heat released is 98 kilocalories. But the point is, we are asked delta H. So in terms of enthalpy, the heat release becomes negative. Delta HF is minus 98 kilocalories. So you should be careful. The heat released is always positive. Heat released is always positive. Alright. So, this kind of questions you may expect. And then one more thing, when we write delta HF or delta HC, etc., all the elements and compounds must be in their standard state. All the elements and compounds must be in their standard state. Now, what is the standard state of an element or compound? Standard state is the natural state of an element or compound. Like we are given certain cases. All right. So we have to find out which of these are which of these are in their standard state. Say suppose we are given these cases. All right. We are given some cases. See. Suppose these cases are given. What do you think? Is the standard state of hydrogen is correct? Correctly written? No. The correct standard state is H2G. Alright. HCl standard state, yes. In 17th group hydrides, HF, HCl, HBr, HI, etc. only HF is found to be in liquid state. Rest all are in gaseous state. Alright. Phosphine, this is the standard state. In 15th group hydrides, ammonia, phosphine, arsine, stibine, etc. all are gases. Carbon solid, diamond, is this the standard state? No. The standard state of carbon solid is graphite. So you should be careful. Alright. Standard state of an element or compound is the natural state or the state at 298 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure or 1 bar pressure. Then comes delta Hc, change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole of an element or compound is completely oxidized. Complete oxidation is burning. Burning is complete oxidation. Alright. So, now we are given certain cases like carbon plus half of oxygen, that is equal to CO. Whether this reaction represents a combustion reaction, whether this is delta Hc, the heat enthalpy involved or heat involved is delta Hc, yes or no? No. Why no? Because carbon is not completely oxidized. That you can do by checking the oxidation state of carbon. So what is the oxidation state here in carbon monoxide? It is plus 2. So what should be the combustion reaction of carbon? It is carbon plus O2, that is equal to CO2G. This is the combustion reaction. So here the heat evolved is called heat of combustion. Alright, change in enthalpy of a system when 1 mole element or compound is completely oxidized. Here it cannot be called heat of combustion of carbon. What it can be called? Heat of formation of CO. Here you should be careful. Heat of delta HF. Delta HF of CO2 is equal to delta Hc of carbon. Both are same. If you look at the definition, both are same. Now what is combustion and how to write combustion reaction? You should be careful. Suppose you are given certain cases like you are given C2H5OH or you are given C6H12O6. You want to write combustion reaction. Alright. So or cyclohexane you are given. So in combustion reaction of organic compounds, all the carbon, like here we have 2 carbons, so we write twice of CO2. Here we have 6 of, so 6 of CO2. Here we have 6 carbon, 6 of CO2. And then number of hydrogen divided by 2 H2O. So 6 of hydrogen, so we write thrice of H2O. Here we have 12 of hydrogen, so 6 of H2O. Here we have 12 of hydrogen, so 6 of H2O, like that. All right, and then you have to balance the oxygen here. It is 3, 4 plus 3 7, minus 1 6, so thrice of O2 here. So 12 plus 6 18, minus 6 12 of O, or 6 of O2. Same goes here. No, it is 6 into 2 12 plus 6 18, means 9 of O2. So these reactions are combustion reactions, and you should also be careful. There is a relation between delta H and delta E, that is delta H is equal to delta E plus delta nRT. Delta N is change in number of moles. Alright, change in number of moles. So while calculating delta N, you should know the physical state of ethanol, which is liquid. Oxygen is gas, and the standard state of H2O is liquid, and CO2 is gas. So it is 2 minus 3. So it is 2 minus 3 equal to minus 1. Like in these questions, you will be given only one value, either delta H or delta E. The other one you have to calculate. All right, and in this case H2O is liquid, this glucose is solid, so we have 6 minus 6 equal to 0. So if delta N is 0, that means delta H is equal to delta E. Alright, here it is 6 minus 9, that is equal to minus 3. Delta N is equal to minus 3. So if delta N is positive, you can say delta H is greater than delta E. If delta N is negative, you can say delta H is less than delta E. And if delta N is 0, delta H is equal to delta E. And as far as R is concerned, the value of R is concerned, this R is gas constant, and its value is in joules, it is 8.314. All right, but in calculations, so what I suggest is 100 by 12, and in atmosphere it is 0.0821, or I suggest 1 by 12 to put the value 1 by 12, and in calories it is 2. So you can put these values, and these are the things related to delta HC. Delta H, one more thing is there, that is the other thing is related to delta H is always negative. Delta H is always negative, it is never positive. Delta H is always positive, or all combustion reactions are exothermic. All combustion reactions are exothermic. Alright, and delta HC divided by molecular weight is called calorific value. It is called calorific value. Alright, you will be given say some cases like AB, CD, and EF. These three fuels are given. Alright, and their delta HC values are minus 100, minus 200, and minus 300. And their molar masses are, say suppose it is 50, it is say 20, and this is say suppose it is given, it is 25. All right, and you have to find out which one is the best fuel. So on the basis of delta HC, you cannot find out the calorific value or which is the best fuel. What you have to do, you have to divide this value divide by molar mass. So what you are getting 2. Negative sign is simply to indicate that the process is exothermic. So it is 200 by 20, that is equal to 10. And here it is 300 divided by 25. So it is around 1.20. So 200, and then it is 1.8 something. All right. I think it is around 25, 10 point something, 10.8 something. So this is the best fuel, like that. All right. So you can find out which is the best fuel on the basis of this. Is this okay? And Then we are given, say suppose we are given wood, or we are given diesel, we are given petrol, we are given say methane and hydrogen. They are the best fuel, all right, means their calorific values are maximum. Then we have petrol, or then comes aviation petrol, then diesel, then wood, or in between petrol we can put that CNG, compressed natural gas, all right. So these are the things. And after delta HC and delta HF, we have already discussed delta HF. In delta HF you will find these kind of questions, like you are given AB and CD and EF, all right. Their delta HF values are given. It is minus 100, minus 150, and plus it is 200 joules, say suppose. And the question is, out of these three, which one is thermally most stable? You can say this one is thermally most stable. Greater the amount of heat released during the formation of a compound, greater is the stability of that compound. Because in the formation of CD, 150 joules of heat is released. So if you want to break CD into C plus D, you have to provide same amount of heat. That is called Laplace law. And these two compounds are called exothermic compounds during the formation of which, if heat is released, in these two cases heat is released, so they are exothermic compound, and this one is endothermic compound. And endothermic compounds are thermally unstable, all right.